Hundreds of people gathered in Tulsa, Oklahoma last night to mark the 100th anniversary of the 1921 massacre that killed and injured hundreds of people, devastated that city's black community, and then was hushed up for decades. President Biden will travel to Tulsa later today. He's expected to unveil a series of initiatives to help communities of color throughout the U.S. Omar Villafranca is in Tulsa. Omar, good morning.
Good morning. I'm standing in front of the Greenwood Cultural Center in the area that's called Black Wall Street. And President Biden will visit here, and he'll be the first president to come here and remember the victims of the Tulsa Race Massacre. He's going to meet with some of the survivors at the Cultural Center behind me, but he's also expected to talk about some new policies. The president is expected to announce actions such as using federal purchasing power to contract with small disadvantaged businesses and new fair housing rules to combat racial inequality, and also a $10 billion community revitalization fund aimed at supporting underdeveloped communities like those here in Greenwood. Now, the administration says those efforts will help communities of color, but people here in Tulsa say they've already lost so much, even though the massacre happened 100 years ago. Listen to what Viola Fletcher had to say. She's 107. Listen to her conversation with Gayle on our Tulsa Race Massacre special last night.
Good education and a nice home and a quiet neighborhood and family. All of that was taken. There's so many things, you know, that I'm still living without now.
And she says she is still afraid after what she witnessed 100 years ago. Now, earlier, she actually went and testified before Congress talking about reparations for the community here, but it's worth noting that President Biden is not expected to address reparations today. Gayle?
Yeah, she was 6 years old at the time. She's told me that she thinks about it every single day. Imagine that. And she's now 107. Thank you, Omar.